Oh, thank you for listening to the HC12 podcast. The sun did rise today, and when I looked at the
What?
air, no, I know. This is not just a hologram. We are not coming to you from like an abyss. But at the same time, though, guess what I also looked at, Sheer?
Uh-oh. What did you look at, Mike?
Arizona is still 8-1 in the Big 12.
No,
They
no,
didn't take wins.
impossible.
Nope.
You're wrong.
Yep. All right. We have got a lot to get to this show. Oh, Dennis Walsh, the great Dennis Walsh, he should be on that one. Dennis Walsh, reach out to me. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. But we got a lot to get to this show. We're going to talk about Gilbert Arenas. We're going to talk about how sometimes Tommy does know what he's doing. We're going to be talking about I do have some issues with Tommy's recruiting. Not that he cares. And we'll go from there. Now, I know that this sounds like revisionist history, but Gilbert Arenas said it, and people on the staff told you and me the same thing. And again, I don't agree with this decision, so I'm not carrying water here. I'm just telling you that Arizona basically decided that it wanted to move in a different direction than Alijah Arenas. I do not agree with that decision. I do not believe when you have a top 5 player in the class that you turn him down. But that was essentially the decision, and Gil said it as well. And quite frankly, I know it. Gil is, I know that Gil's getting beat up a lot, but at the end of the day, if another school clearly wants my kid and the other school doesn't, then I'm going to send the kid where they really want him. It's really that simple, Sheer.
Yeah, I mean, look, Arizona didn't ignore Alijah Arenas, but it didn't do as much as USC. USC recruited him harder than anyone. A couple days before he decided, we got word that Arizona pretty much knew he was going to USC, and they've actually known for a while, it sounds like, about a month that he's been going to USC.
This was a Tommy decision, period.
Yeah, basically, could Arizona have gotten him if they recruited him all out? Yeah, I think there's a better chance. Nothing's guaranteed in recruiting, but make no mistake about it, and I think Gil's words kind of confirm it. Arizona wants Braden Burries. Will they land Braden Burries? That's a different story. We'll find out. But they want and they feel that Braden Burries is a better fit for what they want to do than Alijah Arenas.
All right. Now, I will say this. And again, I know that, I don't agree with Tom. We're going to get into it. I don't agree with, I hope Tommy's here for forever, but I don't agree with his recruiting strategy. Take that for what it's worth. Keep in mind, though, remember when we lost out, and I said this before the show, every now and then I make a good point. Remember when we were all so pissed off when you lost Ryan Nemhard? And guess what? You ended up with Jaden Bradley and Caleb Love instead. That actually ended up being all right for Arizona. So there is that. That said, my biggest problem with I do not understand Tommy's recruiting strategy of offering one kid in every class. That does not – listen, I know that Tommy's very much about and again, I believe that I know Tommy's very much about culture and fit, and I have no problem with that. Ben White has said that many, many times about the culture and fit aspect. But at the end of the day, though, at the end of the day, you've also got to have good players, and you've got to have players that are good enough to win. When I look at if I look at 50 players in every class, you can't tell me that there's only 2 in each class that are fits. I can't believe that. Sheer, go ahead.
Yeah, we completely agree on that. I defend Tommy a lot. I don't go into this is the end of the world situation. You even look at UConn, and UConn doesn't really offer a lot of kids either. I'm counting them now. They have 12 offers out in the cycle, right?
Right.
But they'll offer multiple guys at each position, and they'll have backup plans and all that. I would cast a wider net, or I would offer kids faster, right? Like, for instance, Akenna Lozzi, class of 2020.
There's no reason not to have offered him.
They did offer him, right?
I know, but as late as it was.
We watched him for 8 seconds, and we're like, offer this kid, and then it took 3 more weeks for Tommy to offer him.
Right? And I know I don't want to get into the Cody James Williams. Cody James Williams.
God.
Look, forget about the merits of Cody James Williams or Cody. Oh God, that's going to mess me up now forever. Cody Williams. That to me still always strikes with me. Again, I'm not talking per se about, let's forget about, he was clearly good enough to play at Arizona.
Yeah.
And the fact is that Tommy, essentially told us, he's saying, well, an offer for Arizona means a lot. When we offer, we expect to get the kid.
There were also other factors there.
There were other factors, but
why they had not offered them. But yeah, Yeah.
But there were other factors. But listen, when you're like the last school to offer him, and this is clearly a kid good enough, that's what I don't get. That is where, to me, it is causing causing a more of a barrier for yourself than you really need to cause. Like, it doesn't. You can't tell me again that there was just a few good fits in every single class. I don't buy that for a second.
Yeah, you absolutely need to offer more guys. I just think you do, and I know that the whole Arizona thing gets special and blah blah blah, and it works. It obviously works for some kids, right?
Right.
But I think you're just, let's say Arizona lands Braden Birdies, it all works out. If they don't
Right.
land Braden Birdies, you're done. Portal. You
Right.
got 2 guard targets, you're done. Portal. And I know the pitch is like, look, man, we want you more than anyone. We haven't even offered another guard.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. That hasn't worked. That hasn't worked out. Period. It just hasn't worked out. You've gotten a few kids, but by and large, you've struck out on kids because, and again, I've said this from day one, Sheer. And I'd love to be wrong here. I'm wrong most of the time, so hopefully I'm wrong again here. The Burries one never is that recruitment has never struck me as one that Arizona's going to win. I don't like when kids drag it out. I also don't like when kids come back and they say they want more money each time. I have no problem with that. I'd probably do the same thing, but that also never leads me to believe that kid is coming to Arizona.
Hey, I agree. I get what you're saying. I can only go off what people close to the recruitment tell me, and that they believe Arizona's in it. But I completely understand your hesitancy in believing that he'll come to Arizona.
Let me ask you this. Again, I need to be very clear here that I like Tommy Lloyd. These are called critiques. Unlike that Red Wines guy or whatever his name is on Twitter that just says, "Oh, Tommy Lloyd, I got to move on." It is fair to critique Tommy Lloyd. He's obviously very, there are some odd things that he does that I don't quite get, but he's also won 900% of his games, so that is what it is. But does Tommy Lloyd and the staff, and I'm not really talking about Murph per se, because Murph's on the ground doing everything. I don't think Murph's probably slept in like 80 hours, and TJ's new to the staff. But I don't. Now I'm just singling out one person at that point. But
yeah, Mike wants to know if there's room for Steve Robinson on the coaching staff.
I just don't believe there is. I believe that with Tommy Lloyd, I think one of Tommy Lloyd, no, that's my opinion. I believe that Tommy Lloyd is a very good coach. Like I said, I hope he's here for a long time. Love Murph, love Benson. I don't know what Robinson does, and I don't know in this day and age how you can have a guy on your staff when Tommy clearly is not a dynamic recruiter. I think that's fair to say at this point. He is not I don't know why he isn't, because he runs a fun style. He puts guys in the league. But Sean Miller had that it factor with recruits. When Sean Miller walked into the living room, and I'd rather have Tommy Lloyd than Miller, but when Sean Miller walked into the living room, those kids were sold on him, and he generally had a really good idea. Tommy just doesn't have that. For whatever reason, Tommy just doesn't have that. I believe you have to have a better recruiter on your staff, somebody that is dynamic in that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, look, Steve Robinson's a great dude, so
he's a great dude. I get it.
I hate dissing him, but you're right. I mean, the makeup of the staff, you need that one, and I think TJ and Murph are good recruiters, and you could say it. I mean, I don't think it's like bad to say it. When you look at the best coaching staffs in America, they have a very good African American recruiter.
Right.
They do. It's just the way it is. It's been the case for years, right? It just has. And with Sean, he cheated, but Book was that dude, right? Yeah. They just had that going back for, you look at the best schools in the country.
Here's what we're also going to do in the year 2024 or 2025. We're going to acknowledge the obvious. We don't have to pretend that there isn't something there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like Sheer just said, most staffs have a very good African-American recruiter coach on the team. That's just the way it is.
Alabama's number one assistant is Preston Murphy, right? Like he's their dude. Kansas has what's his name? Curtis Townsend, right? Like
Illinois has gone across and they got Orlando Antigua. I mean,
it's every staff. They have a very good African American recruiter, and Steve Robinson is a little bit older. It's not the model that a lot of these schools go with. There's guys out there. He's a good coach, like he does game plan and all that, but eventually, like there were rumors last year he was going to retire. We were surprised when he did it, right?
Right.
I think that if you lose out on these next two dudes, you have to sit down and really figure things out. Like,
Yeah, because
really
again,
figure out what's going wrong here.
because there's a meltdown on your board going on. When isn't there a meltdown? But I do agree that the portal has changed everything. But all right, Jesus Vaz. All right, Jesus, you're my
I
guy,
hate
but I'm
this.
going to
I hate
disagree.
this.
I'm getting
Jesus,
tired
you're
of
a good guy, but I hate this mindset.
saying Lloyd is good because he wins games. We need to demand championships, and if he can't win the big games, then Lloyd needs to go. He's in his third year, or he's won.
There's one school. I got you, Mike. There's
Yeah.
one school that wins the championship every year.
Yeah.
Right.
I got one for you. You want to know this? Tom Izzo. And I was talking with the putts on Twitter. Tom Izzo has won one national championship in 800 years as a coach. At the end of the day, that's all. If you want to go by just what matters, that's it. Danny
These are the
Hurley.
same dudes, Mike, that think Kevin Ollie is a really good basketball coach.
Right. Dennis Walsh, the great Dennis Walsh, who is going to be our next fan segment. This has been decided. Danny Hurley did nothing for 5 years. Correct.
Jay Wright. Look at Jay Wright. Look at the beginning of his career.
Same thing. I mean, so again, I think we need to put things in perspective. It's okay to critique without going over the top. Yes, I agree with that, TJ. It's not unfair to expect Final Fours. I'm going to say this, though, and I think this is where Tommy gets lumped in with some stuff that's not really his fault. Arizona has been knocking on the door for 500 years to get back to the Final Four. So that's why I know it's a cute thing for fans like Illinois dummies to say, oh, Arizona has been to a Final Four. You've been to, since 01, you've been to 5 Final Fours or 5 Elite Eights during that time with a margin of loss of 1 point. It is just it's a really bad luck, but Arizona's been right there. But at the end of the day, Arizona hasn't been to a Final Four in 24 years. Tommy Lloyd has been here 3 years. I think people need to give him a little bit of a break when it comes to that.
Look, I love Sean. We're bringing up Sean's recruiting and all that. Sean didn't make a Final Four.
He did it.
So, right?
Yeah,
Sean recruited at a high level. Everyone loves Sean, right?
Right.
He didn't make a Final Four.
Right.
And, someone tells me, and I don't think of mine, Ryan Reynolds, who was here with Sean, will text me every time there's a tournament, like before the tournament starts. And he goes, I wish people understood. And he's at Xavier. He still texts me this, how difficult it is to win a national championship. Like how much has to break right in the NCAA tournament for you to win a national title.
There are very few teams, and I think that's probably, like, I look back at the last 20 years, and I'm just doing this off the top of my head. There were probably 4 teams, in my opinion, I'm just doing this off the top of my head, that clearly were the best team all throughout the season, and last year's UConn team was the best team. There was no doubt about it. Those Florida teams with Donovan, those were the 2 best teams, and they won it. A lot of times it doesn't happen like that. It just doesn't happen. So now listen, it's fair to critique some of Tommy's stuff because I think Tommy does some weird things that I don't get, but he also—
I'm going to ask today, Mike. Presser at 1. I'm going to ask today.
And I need your follow-up to be, when he says that, say, well, that was a long time ago.
We're going to see what he says. I'm just
saying.
Okay. I'm going to ask for the people. I'm the man of the people.
Now, you might say to yourself, well, I'm not going to watch this, but you might say, I want to go watch the Arizona ASU game. Where could I go watch this? Well, thanks for asking. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Yummy, yummy. You do not need to eat the cactus, though. And again, you don't need to. Trust me.
Challenge accepted.
Yes, challenge. Excuse me. Now, here's the deal with it. 100 plus craft beers, $2 deals, pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. Not one bad seat in the house. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. You can go watch the game and, again, ride share, have a few drinks like I did. I might go there tomorrow even. We'll see. I'm being dragged to the gym show tomorrow. Check it out, though, RJ's. And, again, very, very good food as well, from pizza to prime rib. Yummy, yummy. Check it out. If you go there, take a picture and then tag me in it. We'll have fun with it. All right, now, the other one. You might say to yourself, all right, guess what helps my food taste really, really good? Taste buds. Guess what is on your tongue? A taste bud.
Oh, this is good.
Guess where you do not want to have, guess which place will not remove your tongue and charge you for a bunch of stuff that doesn't need to be charged? Aristotle.
Yes. Yes.
That's what they do. That is what they do. And again, they will give you very good prices as well. You will get a you can get free dental. No, you won't get free dental implants, but you can get reduced dental implants because they have a unique billing system for those without traditional insurance. You can also get mouth guards. Listen, Shear's a klutz. I'm sure that Shear loses his mouth guard from time to time, and that's where our guy Lan Allen steps in. Only offer necessary treatment, my friend. Necessary treatment. Dental implants at affordable prices. You can keep your tongue while you do it as well. And again, they're not going to try to, say, hey, let's move this around and then try to screw this guy over. That is not what they do at Aris Dental. Go to TucsonTeeth.com. Thank me later. Okay. Now, let's get back to a little bit of where Arizona goes from here. It's Braden Burries. You got to get Braden Burries. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. And people say, what happens if they don't? Portal.
Yeah.
Right. And Braden Burries is a very important get. Now, look, I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I don't actually believe this.
Are you going to advocate for the devil?
Yeah. They need Braden Burries, but should they not land Braden Burries, they could probably still put out a backcourt, you'd assume, of Jaden Bradley, KJ Lewis, and a portal guard, and maybe be okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think Braden Burries is very important. Roster construction wise, you can make an argument. I don't know. Do you think Braden or Koa, they're both must gets? Roster construction wise, who would you rather have?
Yes. Now, all right, go ahead. I was trolling somebody on your board. But
thank you, Mike. Roster construction wise, who do you think is more important, Burries or Pete?
Pete by a mile. Because I need the one thing, and I think Ray made this point on your board, and I can't go into next season having just an entirely below the rim front court. I can't do that again. It gives you no margin for error. And honestly, if I've got a backcourt next year of Jaden Bradley,
KJ Lewis, and a good portal guard,
and a good portal guard, I'm fine with that. I need to have, but it's got to be a good portal guard. Yes. It's got to be a Kyer type. It can't be it can't be Conrad.
Yeah, absolutely.
No charity portals. You know what's cool about owning my own thing? When somebody DMs me and asks me who to complain to, I say, yeah, you're talking to him, sucker.
Arizona hasn't taken any charity portals.
What's that?
Arizona hasn't taken any. They've had miss evals, but no charity portals.
Yeah, no charity portals. That's true. That is true. See, you like the charity. I had a couple people around the program message me and say that charity is actually a funny term.
I don't care. It's really not. It's really not a big deal.
Yes, it's not. And guess what?
There's a lot more things that you do that offend me.
Yeah, there's a lot worse things that I do than calling Conrad a charity scholarship. Yes, I stand by it. Now, here's the other thing that I think that we need to talk about. What if Arizona stopped recruiting? I almost posted this on your board. What if Arizona stopped recruiting Alijah Arenas because they're trying to get Cohen Gonzalez from Pima instead?
I texted you last night. I got like, what if that's the plan? What if the plan is to use all this money for Duke Brennan?
By the way, we're gonna talk about Duke Brennan in Illinois. Yesterday was a very good day for. What did Duke Brennan? What did Duke end up doing last night?
Oh, I didn't know they played last night.
Y'all know they played last night. It was on.
I'm sorry.
It was like ESPNU, and they played like Portland Tech.
Look, he didn't have the best game yesterday. Psych. 18 points, 8 rebounds,
and he's averaging
17 minutes.
And he's averaging 11 and 10 on the season.
Dude, his numbers are going up. He's been killing it. Yeah, he's averaging 11 and 9 on 66% shooting. But he's been killing it lately. He's on a 4-game streak, right, Mike? In the last 5 games, 3 double-doubles.
Yes. Hey, who has a better college? Hey, where does he end up next year?
He's going to be. Grand Canyon's paying him like $1 million.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we probably can't afford Duke Brennan. Arizona can. Arizona got
ASU with Duke Brennan this year would be a tournament team. Hot take.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, yeah, we're gonna make fun of Illinois. Do not let me forget about those putzes. I've been brutal to them on Twitter, and they keep.
Just do it now. Just do it now.
All right, yeah. Okay. You know what? Yes, but guess what? Let's pay some bills first, because I really want to get into this, and we'll get back to Arizona recruiting. I promise. X X go give it to you. X go give it to you. Comfort X HVAC. Free routine maintenance for first-time clients. Okay, here's the really, really good deal. Now, we've had multiple people that have gotten HVACs through them. I believe even Tony Gimino was going through them. And that guy lives in your neck of the woods. So you better keep an eye out for everything going on there. But Tony Gimino is every now and then he is smart. Comfort X HVAC, free routine maintenance for first-time clients, small business with big savings. Build on trust for the long haul. Again, here's the deal. You get one of those premium installs. Woo-hoo, you get 10 years of routine maintenance. Guess how long that is, Sheer?
10 years.
A decade.
What?
Yep, a decade. A decade where you do not have to worry about anything whatsoever with your free routine maintenance. Go again, check it out. These guys are good. These guys are really, really good. And again, if Tony Gimino is going through them, you should go through them. Every now and then, Tony Gimino gets something right. There you go.
Someone rang my doorbell at 1:30 in the morning and covered up their face and then ran away. Is it possible that was Anthony Gimino?
Can you imagine if Tony's going around just doing that? Would you put anything past Tony?
I have it on video. Should I tweet and say, does this look like Anthony Gimino?
Yes. I don't know. You should. Yes, you should say, yeah, and then just tag and say, hey, AG Wildcat Report. Get a life, bro.
Get a life.
Now, listen, if you're also looking for something, like, buying, selling, refinancing your home, you need to go through our guy, Michael Rubin. Now, Michael Rubin can do a lot of different things for you because Michael Rubin is a much more talented person than I am. And guess what? If you use code Joe McClain, you can get $500 off the closing costs. He's a local to Tucson, lifelong Wildcat fan, debt consolidation, all that. He's got you covered. And again, the Rubin Group at Swift Mortgage. Again, do this. If you're going through anything, go through him because it makes us look better. You got to remember that. Even if you don't like, if you don't like me. Well, if you do like me, go through Michael Rubin. It makes us look better. There's your little QR code. Code word Joe McClain for $500 off closing costs. All right, let's make fun of Illinois then for a second. All off season, I had to listen to these putzes. Yeah, Orlando Antigua. We got a winning culture. Wait till Boswell gets here.
This is good. Yeah, I like that.
And guess what? If you search that name on Twitter, Illinois fans are not happy right now.
Well, he had the play last night. Did you see the play where he shot like a three with
didn't even hit anything, just hit the back of the backboard.
Yeah, with like 17 seconds left in the shot clock and ignored all his teammates.
Yeah, that was vintage. But here's all I was hearing about him though: is you just got to get him away, winning culture, this and that. I got a stat for you that I pulled off the Illinois. Did you know in conference play he has 27 turnovers and 18 assists? That's not good.
No, and I went to the Illinois board. I'm on the Illinois board.
I did too. I've been on that quite a bit. Yeah.
To me, we need Boswell to play much smarter offensively. Boswell has been taking horrendous shots. It should be obvious that he should be getting less minutes.
Yes.
This is basically the Arizona board.
Yes,
Boswell
exactly.
jacks up a stupid shot. His bad shots are turnovers.
Yes, and I think at the end of the day too, I think Tommy got more out of him than they've gotten out of him. You know what I like too? Whenever a player doesn't perform up to expectations, they always try to change the narrative. They're like, "Oh, he's a lockdown defender," or that he's this.
Yeah, that was the narrative early in the season, especially that
he's like the best defender in college basketball.
12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on 37% shooting.
And what's the 3-point? 25%
for the year? 23%. It's gone down.
I mean, that is what it is.
And it's 23%, Mike, on 88 attempts.
So he's shooting a lot. He's getting hits.
Yeah.
So again, every now and then we know something, but it is funny. So anyways, Greg Thompson was going at these guys, and the guy says, "Why won't you just leave the kid and us alone?" And then he's like, No. That's not how this works. You don't get to tweet at people for 6 months about something. And then when you turn out to be wrong, say, "Oh, just go away. We're just having fun."
Yeah. You talked a lot of trash. I tweeted about it last night, and so an Illinois fan was very mad at me, and I was like, "Nope,
Yep. Sorry. This isn't how it works, man. If you, what is the phrase? If you messed with the hand, you get the glove.
You mess with the hand, you get the glove.
Yes. Wop, wop, wop. Either way, and you know what? You know who also I'm also kind of stunned who hasn't been able to control any of this? Orlando
Antigua?
Antigua.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought this guy was essentially John Legend from UCLA. John Legend.
John Legend. No,
Yeah,
I
he's
like John Legend better. Also,
Yeah.
Brad Underwood is a maniac. So if
Yes.
he can't keep Boswell under control, maybe, dare I say it, he just
Maybe
might.
maybe he's just not that good.
What?
You know what I also like too is when they were trying to tell me that he's a better defender than Jaden Bradley. No. Jaden Bradley has. Let's talk Jaden Bradley.
We ride or die for Jaden Bradley on this podcast.
No, yeah, we do. Now, again, you came along later though on Jaden Bradley. You jumped on quicker than most, but you were not in immediately. Sheer.
Immediately, no, but it was pretty quick, Mike.
Yes. I was, yes, Dennis Walsh, the great Dennis Walsh. Orlando Antigua
Famous
could be
singer, Orlando Antigua.
Yes, Orlando Antigua. Ricky Martin's stage duo with Orlando Antigua. Who remembers the ranch? I know where you're going.
They still have that. They still have that. That's with the women's team now.
Yeah. Now, by the way, Angel Antonio Chavez. Have we ever decided who the best name? We need to have a Mount Rushmore of names.
That's
segment.
the best name, dude.
Angel Antonio Chavez is the best name.
Yeah, that's the best.
Every time I see that name, I'm just jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, what if my name, turn it out, you could turn me into a Hispanic. Angel Antonio Luquez.
That's not bad. Tedwardo
Luquez.
Antonio Luquez. That's not bad.
Yeah, that is good. Bad. But either way, it's a great name. I wish that I had that name. You are very, very lucky. Okay. Now, let's get back to a little bit of Arizona hoops. Jaden Bradley, though. You asked on the board, and I know the answer to this because I answered it. You said, who's Arizona's MVP midway through the year? It's Jaden Bradley. He's been the best player on the team. He's been.
Yeah, I didn't ask that. I answered on the board because I didn't ask it because I think it's obvious.
He's been. Oh, man, I've belched on like 5 straight shows.
I don't think there's any argument for anyone else, is there?
No, there's not. I really don't think so. He's been the dude who from the beginning to the end, every single game. And you know what's weird about him, or funny, or I don't know if weird, funny, whatever. And hey, Pops, if you're listening, big Jaden Bradley fan right here. Even if he has a game where he's got like 5 turnovers or something, he comes back and he has 7 steals or just something like that. Just some other worldly number. I mean, the dude's he's a winning basketball player. That is the best thing that I could say about Jaden Bradley. He is a winning basketball player.
I've said this before with football, basketball, all of it. I really, really value in college athletics consistency. I think there's such a high value in consistency and knowing what you're going to get. Like, I love Caleb Love, but it is so frustrating to not know which Caleb Love you're going to get on any. I know exactly what Jaden Bradley I'm getting every single game. He may not score 15. It may be closer to 9 some games, but I know he's going to defend his ass off. I know he's going to run the offense. I know he's going to generally take care of the ball. I know what, like, and Tommy Tommy describes it as just being rock solid. Right. Jaden Bradley is just rock solid. You know what you're getting. Green Valley rock solid. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that is good. That is
Green Valley rock solid player of the game.
Green Valley. Yes. Oh, no, that is really, really good. Oh, by the way, our Green Valley decorative rock guy, he also, our Mike, he also said that he might come up with a promo code Alcatraz. Yeah, I mean, I actually think that we should do that. That's not a bad idea.
But yeah, he's there.
He's there. Mike's right there.
Boom. You know what you're going to get with Jaden Bradley. Like, someone brought up Kirk Kriisa, joking at Kentucky. He's been hurt, but you never knew what you were going to get with Kirk Kriisa. In fact, I would venture to say, Mike, that Jaden Bradley's the only point guard in the Tommy Lloyd era where you know what you're getting every game.
Yeah, Jaden Bradley's the best point guard here since TJ McConnell.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, since we got a sponsor in the segment right now, let's try to do this. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do Baggins first, then we're going to do Green Valley Decorative Rock. All right. To quote Pac back in 96, all eyes on me. Let's do it. Baggins.
Yes.
I am going to Baggins later on today. Very, very good. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Here's what everybody needs to do, though. And Tony Gimino did this yesterday. Tony Gimino went to Baggins, and he tweeted at me, and he said, real time. And I was like, And I said, did you use code AZ12? Because even though we like you to go there, if you don't go there and use AZ12, that does not help us. We need you to help. Listen, I need all the help I can get in life, period. So, I mean, sure, you can.
No, this is true.
Yes.
Very true.
All right, now, Andy Bryant. Yes. Been there twice this week. But you got to use AZ12, and you get the very delicious cookie, the scrumptious cookie as well. It is a good, all food made in-house daily, locally owned and operated, 12 locations. And you could also get, you can go to the one in Scottsdale. Everybody use AZ12. Hey, Sheer, what is your favorite sandwich?
Sundown, but I may go today and get the club. Sometimes I like to play it simple and get the club sandwich. Big fan of the club sandwich.
All right, but again, either way, check it out. AZ12, though, make sure, do not forget real time, and then tag us, and we will go from there. All right, now, we've got a sponsor, an advertiser, a partner, somebody much, much better than me. And he's watching, so let's not try to mess this one up. All right, this is big. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Now listen, there has been some confusion about Green Valley Decorative Rock, and it stems from a scurrilous lie. There is a Green Valley Decorative Rock in Tucson. Sure. I have been to the Green Valley Decorative Rock in Tucson. They got everything you need. They got rock. They've got pavers. They got turf. They got Mike looking out for everything. They are there as well. But here's the deal. They also, and I'm doing this without a script, maybe even better. They deliver. If you get a ton of stuff in the Tucson metro area from them, they will deliver. And that goes north to Oracle, west to Marana, east to Benson, south to Nogales. Now, listen, there's another thing, too. David Wagner says, do they deliver to Colorado? No, but they will if you pay the right amount, just like with Alcatraz. We had a lot of Edgar, you're throwing me off. Just like with Alcatraz, we looked it up yesterday. If you want to get Green Valley Decorative Rock to Alcatraz, you're going to have to pay, but they will do it for the right price. But either way, you can do it. I also don't, yeah. Just Rob. Welcome to the Rock. Sean Carter. Welcome to the Rock. Sounds like I'm chewing on a Green Valley Decorative Rock. Yes, but either way, check it out, though. They're good. They're good people. They can do that stuff for you. And again, they deliver in the Tucson metro area. You just got to get the right amount, and your rocks could look really, really good. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Also in Tucson. Check it out. All right. I thought that was pretty good.
Good. Great.
Yeah. Wilbur Wildcat.
You should ask Mike, Green Valley Mike, what, like, when you read ads like that, right?
Yeah.
Do their sales just skyrocket?
I hope so. I really like Mike. I hope he stays with us. I like Mike a lot.
Skyrocket. I mean, I know one thing. I wasn't considering it before this, but now with your reads and these ad reads, I'm all in.
Oh, hey, by the way, guess what? I met with a casino yesterday. We might be getting a casino here shortly on the show. Talk about bringing legitimacy to this podcast.
Are you saying we're not legitimate?
That's a good point. We're illegitimate. We're like illegitimate.
We're illegitimate.
We're like when Anthony Edwards.
Our parents tell us we're illegitimate.
Yeah, this whole time I've had an idea that I was actually more important than I am. I am not.
Wow, this took a turn.
Yeah. I am not. That's why I need to make fun of Illinois fans to make myself feel better about myself. Okay, now let's get back to some sports here, some sports talk. Arizona ASU. Okay, listen. With how do I put this? Kyle L. Dodd was supposed to come on Wednesday, but he bailed on us. Unreal. That putts. So we need Arizona to win now by 25 points. Let's talk about this game. Listen, ASU does not have Duke Brennan. So that means that they have Jaden Quaintance. Let's talk about Jaden Quaintance for a minute. Let's make his acquaintance to the show.
Hey,
yes. Listen, he's not going to score 35 points, but he's basically the exact opposite of Trey Townsend. He's very active. The man of girth is going to have to help out here, Tobe Awaka.
Yeah, it's interesting. They've been playing him at the 4.
Hmm.
So it'll be Trey Townsend guarding Quaiditz is a bad matchup. It's going to be interesting.
This is a game Trey Townsend has to try.
Yes. Do you think Carter can guard him anywhere?
No, no, it's weird though because he doesn't really have a ton of offensive skills. I worry about Carter keeping him off the glass though.
Yeah, the weird thing with him is like I bet you Arizona doesn't guard him outside the perimeter and ask him to shoot.
Nor
threes.
should he.
There's been games where he shot like 3 threes and he can't hit them.
So basically, Arizona's going in with its normal defensive strategy.
Yeah, I'm very curious what they do in defense. ASU turns the ball over quite a bit.
Yes.
I think Arizona is going to be aggressive. Quaintance is the matchup that kind of bothers you a little bit in this game.
If there was an ADHD basketball team of the last 10 years, it would absolutely be ASU.
Yes. Nick Arenas makes a decent point. We keep saying that Townsend's a bad matchup, but he's held his own a little bit sometimes. Omir, he held his own. He broke him, in fact.
Yeah, Omir hasn't been the same since
but
then.
He got killed against. He couldn't guard Jefferson
at
all.
Right. Let's see here. Oh gosh. Listen, this gas bag. This redwood. Let's see here. Oh gosh.
I don't talk to that guy. I think he's a maniac.
Yeah, no, he is. I will ignore him.
You talk to all the weirdos.
No, I do. I am a weirdo though.
You relate. Okay, you relate to them.
I was gonna say I hang out with them. I relate to these people. I always tell people there's nothing cool about me. I mean, that's I show that. But yeah, the problem Townsend. If Townsend tries, that's what I'm asking for. I just need Townsend to try. Now, Michael Natowski says, "Do we look at Townsend different because our expectations of him have dropped so much?" Yeah, I think that's a fair point. Here's where the thing that still shocks me the most about Townsend, forget about the points, forget about all that, is that I thought he was going to be more of an energy, get rebounds guy. The one thing he cannot do at all is rebound. That's the one that surprised me, especially too when you're looking at good teams, he would rebound against them, Sheer.
Yeah, sorry, my head just exploded. They're giving away a Sean Miller bobblehead at the Xavier game. I need to get one immediately.
Gosh. That is a fair question.
It's a fair question. I'm going to do a mea culpa. I don't do this very much, Mike. Mm-hmm. So you might want to record this. I said that I thought Trey Townsend was trying hard.
Right.
And he just wasn't very good. And then he plays well. And his entire presser after the game is how he finally tried hard.
Yes, exactly.
It's a lot of it is clearly effort with him. He's capable. Like he's one of these guys where, remember I said I value consistency. Trey, you don't like he can have a 15-point game. He could have a game where you could play him 10 minutes a night, right? I actually think on Saturday tomorrow he could have a role. It wouldn't surprise me if the Arizona's done a thing a couple of games where they will give Townsend the ball the first 3 possessions to try to get his man in foul trouble. Quaintance has been in foul trouble the last few games. So don't freak out if Townsend gets the first few touches and they try to get Quaintance on the bench tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. Townsend's actually got offensive skills. He's got some offensive skills, but at the same time, though, that if he's got to score to be in there. Because again, he's not. I guess that's my concern is that he just doesn't rebound. Now we got to talk about the man of girth, Tobe Awaka. Waka, 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 waka. Hey, you know what? I could combine an Awaka with a Shankari.
Oh man, waka waka. Oh, get it, Mike.
I got Green Valley decorative rock in my mouth. Tobe Awaka, AZ Wildcat fan, obviously was not a huge Tobe Awaka guy. But Awaka, though, what's funny about Awaka is that he's now the one guy outside of Jaden Bradley that you go into every kind of game and you're like, I kind of know what I'm going to get out of him. I don't think AZ Wildcat fan was always saying, don't give him a chance, put him on the bench. And I think Awaka has kind of turned into, I got an idea that Awaka is going to flirt with a double-double pretty much every game.
Offensively, you don't really know what you're going to get sometimes. The 17-point game was wild, but
every now and then he showed, what's funny? I got to give Murph, or not Murph.
We are.
Yeah. I've just got to give some people some credit on one thing. Every now and then,
you could say Murph told us that Awaka had more of an offensive game than we thought, because I was adamant that I watched him at Tennessee and he literally could not put the ball in the hoop. And he said,
Yes.
watch, we're going to develop an offensive game, and you're starting to see it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way. That was a great bailout right there. I appreciate that. But every now and then, Awaka will show something where it's like, oh, I didn't know that he could do that.
He was hitting jumpers last game.
Yes, I know. So again, but again, I've grown to like Awaka. The term, how do I put this? The Twins has officially been retired. Even though I very much like that term, I think it's a great term.
It's very insulting.
The Twins is insulting. Yes. Charity scholarship, I do not find insulting, but the Twins is insulting, and it was kind of meant to insult a little bit. But
yeah.
Although I would never say this to Tobey Awaka's face, that's for sure. I've seen Tobey Awaka twice at Wingstop.
He's not that big of a guy.
He's not that big. I don't even think like he's girthy, but he's not
like. If you walked up to him, you'd be like, "Oh man."
Yeah, like, yeah. You don't. You're not over
the coaching show yesterday, and Aurora was with us, and Carter walks in, and Carter looks. She's like, "Is he 7'1"? I was like, "No, he's not 7'1", but he looks like huge."
Oh,
Shelby's
hey,
coming at you right now. Shelby's.
I know she's wrong. She's wrong. By the way, speaking of Shear, Brielle Shear, when is she going to start having her own Arizona women's basketball segment? This is actually a thing.
Yeah, we got to figure this out. It's her birthday weekend, so we're doing a little birthday stuff this weekend. So she could be hammered, but she won't be hammered. But
but it is though. No, we are good. That is Brielle Shear coming in here. We'll talk Arizona women's basketball.
Yeah.
All right. Now, AZ Wildcat fans.
My God, what did you eat this morning?
I don't know. Yeah, not good. I just had a burrito. Let's see here. AZ Wildcat fan. This is very good. He says, Mike, if you say I don't like Awaka one more time, I will talk to On3 about a lawsuit against you. That was really one of my favorite things that I.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen on our board.
All right. So anyways, I'll tell the people the story about this. It's very good. Somebody does not understand my shtick on the board. And he got so mad that he said...
it was a meltdown. I've never seen anything like it.
I've been on Shear's board for 15, 20 years. I have never seen a meltdown like this. And he said that he was going to have a meeting with high-ranking lawyers from On3 to discuss what Jason Shear allows on his 24/7 podcast. And I think he thought that was going to be like
would that scare me? I don't understand.
People are going to be like, oh no. What's and then he was mocked and ridiculed accordingly, as he should have been. It was very, very good. Are those frozen cactus burps? I wish they were frozen cactus burps. Bree. Oh, that's great, Joseph. Brielle Shear. That's how we will introduce her.
That's good.
Brielle Shear. Okay. Now, Arizona ASU though. This is really one out of all games in the season. This is the one game where I need Caleb Love to just be Caleb Love.
Yep.
This is that one game. He
knows it too. I don't know if Tommy's the type of dude that'll go like mention it to him, but he knows. Caleb knows. Yes, I think Shannon knows too.
St. On's agent's going to be there, but he's going to be looking for me. And he's not going to find me because I'm not going to be there.
I'm not hard to find.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't hard to find, man.
I'll be next to Bruce Pascoe. Come get it.
It's like Deion Sanders. He's like, I ain't hard to find unless you're a security guard filing a lawsuit against me. Then I'm hard to find. Yeah, you can't find me then. No, I thought it was good. But Arizona needs to win this game. Period. Point blank. That's where I'm at.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. I don't care how it happens. I need to be 9-1, and then if we're 9-1, I think then you can.
Tuesday's a 9 p.m. game.
Oh, I saw that's gross. That game's away, right?
Yeah, it's at BYU. That's why it's at 9.
So you're on the post game show, right?
Of course I am, Mike.
Okay.
Can we get Jacob Franklin since it's BYU?
Oh, that's a great point. Jacob ignored our last. Did you see he ignored?
Yeah, he's probably going to claim he's too busy because he just had a baby a week ago. But
yeah, okay, get out of here, Jacob.
I've had 2 kids, dude.
And let's be honest, Jacob's going to have 20 more. So I mean, it's not. This is get in line.
Yeah, what's 2? All 2 means is you're a 4th done.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Jacob, we know what's coming next. Come on, Jacob Franklin.
Did I ever tell you the story real quick? Shelby and I, we had 2 kids at the time. and I think
You still have 2 kids, don't you? Or
right.
do you have
But
more
and
now?
I was like, we were considering having a third or whatever. And we're walking around Costco. We turn the corner, and there's a family with like 10 kids. And we
Mhm.
start talking to them. They're like, "Yeah, we had 2 kids, and I wanted one more, and he wanted one more, and then I got pregnant with quadruplets." And Shelby and I were like, "Nope, we're good. We're
I
good. We
can't
will
even
not have."
imagine what
Can you
that
imagine? You want one more kid, and now you have 4 more kids.
that womb must look like Dresden, like after it was carpet bombed during World War II. I can't even imagine what that womb must look like.
Shelby and
I
I
mean,
looked at each other and we're like, "Absolutely not. We are
good
done. We love our kids."
good on her, man, because that's amazing. Like I said, that I mean, I can't even imagine what that must look like. Hey, what
Yeah,
do you think
Shelby
about
said
that?
that closed the shot. We were like, "Yeah, we're good."
What do you think about that Dresden comparison?
Um, be careful. Be careful.
Dresden? Yeah, all right. Well, either way, I thought it was pretty good. They closed the shop. That closed the shop. Yeah, you're like out of business. um, all right. Yeah, I don't like these game times, but kind of is what it is. But let's take
It is
care of
what it
now.
is. At least they're
Now,
good games. See, that's
yeah,
the difference for me, Mike.
yes,
Like when it's
yeah, I
9
agree.
p.m. and I'm watching Arizona versus Oregon State, that's just
It-
dreadful. If I'm watching BYU Arizona at 9, I'm cool.
yeah, I like how like with whenever we need to go to the lowest of the low to talk about the Pac-12 era, we talk about
It goes right to
Oregon's.
Oregon State. Yeah.
It goes right to Oregon State and Gill Coliseum. Can you imagine 4 Mike Lukes? No, not good.
What a
Not
brave
to-
woman Janet is.
Yeah, no, I don't. Well, I mean, I'm half of her DNA, so blame her. That's the way I would look at it. Let's see here. Says the guy who sleeps in until 10:25. Yeah, that
Oh,
is
come
true.
on,
Yeah, oh, that
Michael.
is true. That is true. I always it sucks having to try to get a hold of Sheer in the morning because he doesn't answer, and then
If
he
you
always
want to
says,
get a hold of me, you got to
"Yeah,
call me at
yeah,"
like 7:30.
and then he always says, "I'm up." When like I text him at like 9:30, and he's like, and I'll say, "Dude, wake up!" And it's like 10:22, and he's like, "I'm up,"
Yeah.
and then you imply that you've been upped, and you're just like, "No, you haven't."
No, you
Yes.
want it. You want, except today. Shelby was very nice. She took the girls to school and I slept in.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, this guy's stupid. Okay. All right.
I'm very curious about attendance tomorrow too, with it being an 11 a.m. game.
Yes. Wow. Bacon noose. Bacon noose. Bacon
Bacon
us.
us.
And
Bacon
my
us.
grandma was in Dresden for the fire
Wow.
bombings. Not even joking. Wow.
How's the heart, Mike?
I do have a heart.
She's probably
Yeah.
watching the show.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she should. You know that we got an Estonia crowd. I mean, not that
Yeah,
we
we're big
wouldn't
there.
have.
We're big at
Not that we
Estonia.
wouldn't have one, but
Yeah.
we have an Estonia crowd.
Yeah, we're
so
big there.
There is that. Okay. Now, let's get a prediction here.
I went. Shelby's mad at me because I went a little smaller. I picked
We got
Arizona.
262 people watching this nonsense. Yes.
I went Arizona. Well, Dresden, we're big there.
Yeah,
78, 78, 72, Arizona. I think it's going to be a little closer than people want, but it's going to be one of those games where Arizona's in control for most of it, and ASU kind of just sticks around.
Shelby, it says 262 lives, what I'm looking at. How many lives does it say for you, Cody James Martin?
Could be a lot of Russian bots in here. We're big.
Yeah, there could be a lot of bots in here. Or like Rich Carrillo is like tuned in from 8 different computers or something.
People shadow watching.
I'm at 260.
Yeah, I'm at 260.
Wow.
Yes.
We
We do have an Indonesia. No, I was looking at the analytics.
Yeah, we're big in Indonesia.
We do have an Indonesian. What is Manny Pacquiao? Indonesian?
No. No,
What
he's
is he?
He's
I thought he was Indonesian.
He's Filipino.
Oh, we need to branch out into the Asian Panhandle.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're big in the Philippines.
Yes, I'm at 264. Shelby is never Filipino. Yes, Filipino. I was Indonesian. Mike Luke. Indonesian? No, I said Indonesian. I said
We need to advertise in Indonesia. If anyone out here owns a business in Indonesia, hit us up.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my friend that went to like, I don't think it was Indonesia, but he went to like I think it was like Thailand. He said it was a great time, and it was literally like the cheapest vacation he's ever been to.
Yeah.
All right, he's ever been on. He said like he spent like $1,800, and like everything there was like.
I would
basically
love
free.
to go somewhere over there with you. I can only imagine you.
Oh no, I don't like those chocolate crickets that he kept trying to tell me that yes, Michael Lutowski, I'm gonna open up an Indonesian decorative rock.
Decorative rock is big there. Real
yes, no,
big.
it is. Yes. Get to Samoa and Fiji. Help Big Joe.
Indonesia and Alcatraz could be the next locations for
Yeah.
Green
Did I
Valley
ever?
Decorative Rock.
Yeah, but he was telling me though, but I did ask him. I was not impressed by what he was trying to sell me though. He kept telling me about all this good food, and the first thing that he would, imagine the gas, yes. And the first thing he kept bringing up was he's like, I know you're not going to like this. I know you're going to laugh at me, but they have these chocolate covered crickets or something. And I was like, those sound disgusting. And he's like, no, they're actually really, really good. Oh, Mr. Tyler Warden, this is great. West to Marana, south to Indonesia, east to Dresden. Yes. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Okay. Let's get a prediction though, like I said, and then we will get to some Arizona basketball, and we got to talk about the long view.
78-72, Arizona.
All right, I'm back in the A, and I'm back in the A further than that. I'm back in the A, and I'm going to say 76-64, a defensive struggle. In which you think about that's what you think about. Okay. Now, for detailed pregame analysis, listen to the Wildcat Scoop podcast after the show. Duh. Hey, wait a second. You don't think this is detailed? Come on. This has been. We talked about Sanon for a second. We talked about acquaintance.
You listen to this show, you take a little break. You know, recover emotionally, and then an hour later, you listen to the Wildcat Scoop podcast.
Although I didn't. Although, did you guys talk about Bashir Jihad?
Oh yeah, dude, we do a position by position breakdown.
Oh no, a breakdown exactly.
I went by his real name and not the one that you texted me the other day.
No, it's Bashir Jihad.
I know, but that is not the first name that you had.
All right. Hey, let's see you, Shelby. That's demeaning. Yes, Dennis Walsh. Hey, everybody, should Dennis Walsh be the next guest fan host? I agree with this. Sure, you've unblocked him, right?
He was never blocked. He was muted. Big difference. Very big difference.
Hey, Michael Natowski, this is so true. Sanon's agent gets more airtime than Sanon.
That is very true. That is very true.
Well, again, if you mess
that's a big matchup for me and Mike. Let's just put it out there. Big matchup for me and Mike.
We're riding high after the Illinois loss. We need this one to keep going. You know what? I need to be able to how do I put this?
You need ammo.
Yes, I need ammo. I am curious if he comes up to you though. That's gonna be good.
He won't.
Yeah, he won't. Yeah, you mess with the hand, you get the glove. He knows that.
He knows that, dude.
Yes. You get to mess with the hand, you get the glove. Okay. Now, also something else that we need to talk about here. Somebody far more successful than us. Cody.
This is like our pause, you know?
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. That 3-second pause. Long view. Andre Veras. What more can we say about Andre Veras? Is there anything?
Nothing. We've said it all.
We've said it all. All right, that's the no, I'm just kidding. All right. I cannot vouch for Andre Veras, but I can 100% say that I would highly recommend Andre Veras. Here's the deal though, Andre Veras. Personalized, comprehensive financial planning, tailored retirement income strategies, distinctive wealth management solutions, highly certified with top designations, all kinds of good stuff. Andre Veras has been with me for 10 plus years. He used to bring us beer at our remotes like 10 years ago, and Kevin would end up drinking all the beers, literally, like while we were there.
All the beers were gone within 15 minutes.
And Andre would bring like 12 of them, and I'd get like one. And but either way, Andre is the man. We very much like Andre. Yes. Now, Edgar Ortiz says, will Longview offer us Trey insurance and get a new power forward? I don't know. Reach out to Andre. If anybody could do it, he could probably do it. That's where we were at. Dennis Walsh has been confirmed as the next fan segment. It's gonna be good. Does Bobby get a technical? Does Bobby get a technical in this?
I don't know if it'll be Bobby, but ASU's on like a technical run.
Yeah,
ASU will get a technical. I think, does Bobby have a presser today? I wish I knew, because I'm curious if there's an injury update.
Oh, real quick, I need to be very, very clear about something here. Very clear.
Very serious moment.
I do not. It's nothing personal, but I don't watch other people's podcasts, and I don't look at other people's Twitter. This is true. Like, I don't have the attention span for it. I can barely do this show.
Mike gets mad at me when I tell him that I don't have his Twitter alerts on. And I was like, dude, have you seen what you tweet? I've never had less of a need for a Twitter alert for anyone than Mike.
Oh, no, nobody should have Twitter alerts on for me. They just shouldn't. But if they do, I very much appreciate you. Those are probably the same people sending super snaps. But I don't I don't have the attention span. I don't scroll on Twitter. I basically go and I search Twitter. And I just search Twitter for Illinois and Colorado people. And that's about it.
Yep.
So yeah, it's nothing personal. Nothing personal.
That's a good question. I wonder if Koa's going to be there. Is that a tattoo on your hand? Or did you get tatted?
No, it's a reminder.
Mike, you got your first tattoo?
No, I would never get a tattoo.
It's a number for Green Valley Decorative Rock.
Well, no, it
so
is.
So you never forget it.
I mean, yeah, dude, I will never. I will literally
have it tatted on you.
I will literally have Green Valley Decorative Rock inked on me until the end of my life. That is what it means to me. Especially if they move out to Indonesia, I'll get an Indonesian flag tattooed on my back if it's Green Valley Decorative Rock sends out there. I wonder how they would they have to send like a helicopter out there?
I'm just gonna get a big Alcatraz on my back.
Okay.
With Sean Connery's face right next to it.
Sean Connery, Green Valley.
There's got to be someone on Earth. Actually, there definitely is someone on Earth with a Sean Connery tattoo, right?
Google that. There's got to be.
I know Sean Connery has a right away. I pulled it up.
Is he still alive, Sean Connery?
I
think he passed.
Yeah, no, he's not alive, is he? Shelby, you still in here?
Shelby.
No, he died years ago, dude. He died like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I hear Cody coming in. I hear Cody chiming in. What do we got, Cody?
Yes, he did pass. He did pass away. Sorry.
Cody's crying.
Are you crying?
Oh my God, Cody,
Cody's
sorry.
crying.
Choking on a pretzel.
Oh no.
You're
Cody's
choking
crying.
on a pencil?
Pretzel.
Why are you eating a pencil?
Cody's so upset he's crying and stabbing himself with a pencil.
Right.
Yeah. He died like 5 years ago.
He died in 2020.
He died in 2020. Did he die of COVID?
I do not believe so.
He choked on a pencil. It was real sad the way he went.
I can't believe Cody James Martin literally chimed in here about Sean Connery. He was crying at first, and then he choked on by his own admission, he choked on a pencil.
Cody. Cody has pica. Shelby could be right. Cody just eats whatever's in front of him. Nachos, cables, pencils. It doesn't matter.
What is pica?
You don't know what pica, Mike?
Like a pica de gallo?
Pica's where you eat like objects, like clay and stuff. You look it up. It's cool. It's cool.
Sounds terrible.
No, it's real cool.
Sounds like something they do up in SRS. I will not do that.
I read another tournament projection earlier.
Right.
Of Arizona and Seattle.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Patrick Valenzuela, if U of A wins the national title this year, I'm getting the AZ-12.
I'll pay for it.
Tattooed on me. Bookmark it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mike and I will pay for it.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should get a tattoo place to sponsor the show. I won't ever get a tattoo, but I will talk about that they should go there.
I'm in. You know me about tattoos.
Yes.
Bracketology, Arizona 5 seed in Seattle.
Ooh, in Seattle. Oh, SR. Hey, so if Arizona plays on Thursday, we got to get in there like Monday. This has to be a full week.
So I know you don't. Yeah, because what you do, people don't realize this for the NCAA tournament. I know it's January, but so like if they played on Thursday, Saturday, you get in there like Tuesday. The interviews are Wednesday, and the game is Saturday, Friday, Thursday, or whatever. So you get in there like 3 days before, and then we could walk all over Seattle, do a live show in front of the football facility.
We will have to bring a lot of masks, a lot of gas masks. No,
yes.
And honestly, if we did like a real-time video, like getting off and just like choking up, and
we will.
No, it's very, very good. All right, we didn't talk any football on this show, but guess what? We can talk football next week. We got why is your holy moly? Maybe we should talk football then. Oh gosh.
Well, there's a ghost in my house.
What's going? Holy moly!
My life is going. Is going nuts, Mike.
For people listening, Sheer might die right now.
So my house is haunted.
Look at this.
That's scary. I'm scared now. Mike, can I sleep over your house?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, holy moly, that's good. What's going on? That is the ghost of Button Salmon.
We do have a ghost in this house. Shelby's saying it. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that light is weird. Shelby knows. We
actually.
That scared the crap out of me.
Is this Jamino?
Dude, it's just going on and off. My father, it's my dad. He's pissed. We're not talking.
Oh, he's not happy, man. Gosh.
David Shear wants football talk, damn it.
Yeah, and he want not only that, you know what he's saying to himself right now? You mess with the paw, you get the glove, baby. That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Well,
maybe that's that same ghost that made all that stuff fall behind me.
We're big in the ghost community.
No, yeah.
Indonesia.
Alcatraz.
As in the ghost community.
Yes. No, I mean,
Wilbur,
we really do.
Cut that. Wilbur, wherever you are, can you
this
so
is
people
amazing.
know, I'm not doing anything.
Hey, we need to turn this into an actual clip that we put on YouTube. The ghost of AZ-12 strikes again.
I will tell this after this podcast ends. I'm getting the hell out of this house.
No, you need to. Should we stay on with until you're like safely in a safe environment?
Guys, this is my last podcast. Just know it was a ghost.
Yeah. Is this maybe that? I think we should just blame this on Tony Jamino. First he knocks on your door at 1:30 in the morning. Now he's messing with your electricity.
Shelby, can you come home? I'm a little nervous.
Holy moly. Dude, it's getting worse. Look at this.
He's getting pissed.
You messed with Sean Connery. It was too much between that and Alcatraz. Welcome to Rock.
It's Sean Connery's ghost.
Rock to Rock. Oh, maybe you need a new HVAC unit.
By the way, BCAT, this is a serious thing. Shear's house is built over the Indian Burial Ground. I got to tell this story, right? Shelby knows. We're having a garage sale like a year ago or so, and a woman comes in our garage to look at stuff, and she goes, your house is on an Indian burial ground. And she says this in front of Aurora and Brielle. And we're like I'm looking at her like, shut up. She's like, yeah, we had to come in and do a seance and stuff. Like, people were murdered in your home, like on the ground. And we were like we just stared at her. Like, I almost beat her up. I swear to God. Look at Shelby just said our house is indeed built on one. We are literally built on one.
Right. Holy moly. On that note, I think we should just sign off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will Cohen Burries commit together after the Donald? I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I need to sign. Hold on. I need to sign. Will Braden Burries commit to Arizona? Flick once.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No. It's hey, don't stop flicking. And yeah, although that's a pretty good point. Edgar Ortiz says, so you buy it anyway.
No, we didn't know. We already own the house, and no one told us. She goes, don't worry, it's okay now. And my daughter's ready to just end her life right there in the garage.
Oh my gosh, this is not good. An Indian shaman. Wait a second. Chief was involved with this?
Yes.
Shelby just says, she said, don't worry, it's okay. We brought in a priest and an Indian shaman. Dude,
I will say it's flicked a couple times. It has never done this. Never.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get you out of there and safe. Everybody out there, very much appreciate you. We'll be here on the post-game show right after. Hopefully the Shear is alive.
We're going to have a live stream. Let's just keep it up because if I go, it's a ghost. I want everyone to know.
Yeah. On that note, though, TTFN. This great show, guys. Thanks. Well, I don't know. It depends on your view of a good show.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, guys. TTFN. Get to Baggins. See you later. Been listening to AZ12 podcast.